The evolution and legacy of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Hey there, folks. Ever felt that thrill when you hear that earth-shaking roar? Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. Today, we're diving deep into the colossal world of Godzilla, the King of the Monsters. Grab your popcorn, because this is going to be one epic journey. So why is a giant city-smashing lizard so beloved around the world? Well, Godzilla isn't just any monster. He's a symbol, a legend, and yes, sometimes a hero. Over the years, he's crushed buildings, fought other massive creatures, and even saved humanity a few times. Intrigued? Let's explore how this massive reptile became a global icon, reflecting our fears, hopes, and everything in between. The birth of a legend. Let's rewind the clock to post-World War II Japan. The year is 1954. Japan is grappling with the aftermath of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The scars of nuclear devastation are fresh, and the Cold War's nuclear anxiety is in full swing. In the midst of this, Toho Studios had an idea. Create a creature that embodies these fears. Enter Godzilla, or Gojira, as he's known in Japan. Inspired by American monster flicks and deep-rooted Japanese myths, Godzilla was born. But he wasn't just a monster. He was a walking, roaring symbol of nuclear destruction and human arrogance. Nature's way of saying, you've messed up big time. The original classic, Gojira, 1954. If you haven't seen the original Gojira, you're missing out. The film introduces us to a gargantuan creature awakened and pretty ticked off by nuclear testing. As Godzilla rampages through Tokyo, we're introduced to a cast of characters trying to stop him, including a conflicted scientist torn between saving humanity and ethical considerations. The movie isn't just about destruction, it's a powerful anti-nuclear statement. It delves into moral dilemmas, the consequences of human actions, and the sheer helplessness in the face of such overwhelming force. Audiences worldwide were both terrified and captivated. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of the kaiju, giant monster genre, evolution through the eras. The Showa era, 1954 to 1975. Over the next couple of decades, Godzilla went through some changes. Starting off as a terrifying force of nature, he slowly transitioned into a kind of anti-hero and eventually a full-blown defender of Earth. Yep, from destroying cities to saving them. That's character development for you. During this time, we were introduced to an array of other monsters. The mystical Mothra, the three-headed King Ghidorah, and the fiery Rodan, to name a few. The films began tackling contemporary issues like pollution, technological advancements, and even space exploration. Evolution through the eras. The Heisei era, 1984 to 1995. The 80s brought Godzilla back to his roots. A menacing force to be reckoned with. With advanced special effects and deeper storylines, films like The Return of Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Biollante showcased a darker, more serious tone. It was like the rebellious teenager phase, but with more atomic breath. Evolution through the eras. The Millennium era, 1999 to 2004. New Millennium, New Godzilla. This era gave us standalone stories, reimagined origins, and some wild concepts. Ever wondered what would happen if Godzilla battled almost every monster in his rogues gallery? Check out Godzilla Final Wars. It's a roller coaster ride through alternative timelines and realities. Evolution through the eras. The Reiwa era, 2016 present. In Shin Godzilla, 2016, we saw a fresh take on the giant lizard. The film cleverly critiqued bureaucratic red tape, showing how slow governmental responses can be disastrous during crises. Mixing traditional effects with CGI, it was a hit among fans old and new. Plus, the anime trilogy Godzilla Planet of the Monsters took the story to space, because why not? Godzilla Goes Global, Hollywood adaptations. The 1998 reimagining. The 90s. In 1998, Hollywood tried its hand at bringing Godzilla to the West. Directed by Roland Emmerich, this version, well, let's just say it had mixed reactions. While it was a box office hit, many fans felt it strayed too far from the original concept. Still, it introduced Godzilla to a whole new audience. Godzilla Goes Global, Hollywood adaptations. Legendary's Monsterverse. Fast forward to 2014, and Legendary Pictures gave us a Godzilla that paid homage to the original while adding a modern twist. This reboot kicked off the Monsterverse, connecting films like Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and the epic showdown in Godzilla vs. Kong. These movies brought high-octane action, stunning visuals, and a fresh spin on classic monsters. Godzilla goes global. Hollywood adaptations. Cultural exchange. It's fascinating to see how Western interpretations have influenced Godzilla's character. While Japan often portrays him with deep-rooted symbolism, Hollywood tends to focus on the spectacle. But hey, both have their charms. What's cool is seeing how different cultures embrace and reinterpret this giant monster, making him a true global phenomenon. Cultural impact and legacy. Godzilla isn't just a movie character, he's a cultural titan. His influence stretches far beyond the silver screen. From inspiring other monster movies to popping up in TV shows, comics, and even music, Godzilla's footprint is massive. Cultural impact and legacy. Merchandising and branding. Let's talk merch. From video games to action figures, Godzilla's brand is everywhere. There are theme park attractions like the Godzilla ride in Japan and countless collectibles for fans to geek out over. Cultural impact and legacy. Environmental and social themes. Godzilla's stories often mirror real-world concerns. Environmental destruction, nuclear threats, and humanity's impact on nature are recurring themes. In some ways, Godzilla serves as a colossal metaphor for the consequences of our actions. Behind the monster. Ever wondered how they brought Godzilla to life back in the day? Before CGI took over, it was all about suitmation, an actor in a suit stomping around miniature sets. Legends like Eiji Tsuburaya pioneered these techniques, creating some truly memorable scenes that still hold up today. Behind the monster. Evolution of visual effects. As technology advanced, so did Godzilla's on-screen appearance. From rubber suits to cutting-edge CGI, filmmakers have continually pushed the envelope to make Godzilla feel as real and intimidating as ever. Behind the monster. The people behind Godzilla. Let's give a shout-out to the folks who've brought Godzilla to life. Actors like Haruo Nakajima donned the heavy suits, directors like Ishiro Honda crafted compelling stories, and composers like Akira Ifukube gave us that unforgettable musical score. These talented individuals turned a giant monster into a legend. The future of Godzilla. So what's next for our favorite kaiju? Rumor has it that more films are on the horizon. With the success of recent movies, both Toho Studios and international partners are keen on continuing the legacy. Maybe we'll see new monsters, bigger battles, or even deeper stories. The future of Godzilla. Godzilla in modern context. In today's world, topics like climate change, pandemics, and technological ethics are ripe for exploration in Godzilla films. Imagine Godzilla as a symbol for nature's response to global warming. Now that's a movie I'd watch. The future of Godzilla. Fan community. Let's not forget about the fans, the heartbeat of the franchise. Fan theories, conventions, cosplay, fan art. The community is as vibrant as ever. Websites, forums, and social media groups keep the conversation going, proving that Godzilla's roar is louder than ever. Conclusion. Whoa, what a ride! From his origins as a manifestation of nuclear horror to becoming a symbol of resilience and even heroism, Godzilla's journey is nothing short of epic. Conclusion. Recap of Godzilla's journey. We've seen him destroy cities, battle other giant monsters, and even save humanity a time or two. Each era brought something new, reflecting the societal issues and cinematic trends of the time. Conclusion. Final thoughts. Godzilla isn't just a monster, he's a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and highest hopes. He reminds us of the consequences of our actions and the importance of respecting the forces we can't control. Plus, who doesn't love a good monster movie, right? Conclusion. Closing message. So whether you're a longtime fan or new to the kaiju scene, there's never been a better time to dive into the world of Godzilla. The king of the monsters awaits. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.